and shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from the outermost part of the earth to the outermost part of heaven. Mark 13:28. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When the branch is yet tender, put it forth her leaves. You know that summer is near. So we know, because all these prophecies are coming to pass before your very eyes. As this man knows that he has but a short time. The devil that the Bible speaks of, the Edomites, Genesis 25:25 says, he came out all red like a hairy garment. These are the physical manifestation of the spiritual demon Satan. The devil that the Bible speaks of. Devil means deceiver. Mark 13:29. So you know in like manner, when you shall see these things come to pass, know that it is nigh, even at the doors. Verily I say unto you, that this generation shall not pass, till all these things be done. So we know the last of these prophecies are coming to pass, and they will come to pass. We know that Hamashiach Yahushua is at the door, and will shorten his days for his elect. John chapter 14 and verse 1. So you other nations have no part in this. And the so-called white man, he has no part in this. He's had his dominion. The scriptures speak about 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 7 on down. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. That's talking about one rulership being established after the fall of another. Romans 9:13 says, Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated. John 14 and 1. Let not your heart be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. So this is Hamashiach Yahushua, he called Jesus Christ. He said if you believe in God, you will believe in him. To believe in him is to believe in the words that he spoke. John 14 and 2. My Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. So what's the many mansions? He's talking about the other planets. The Most High God is going to give the saints of the Most High God dominion over the earth to establish order. Just as it was in the beginning by the Elohim. The scriptures speak about the house of David will be as God. John 14 and 2. My Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. So Mashiach Yahushua is preparing that place for his elect in the heavens, to dwell on the other planets, to have spiritual power, to be perfected, the man and the women, to set up the kingdom of heaven. This is why these other nations are so mad, because you're done, finished, and we're back. The Jews are black, the prophets are back. We're back to prophesy destruction unto America, Babylon the Great. To call back those that believe in the testimony of the servants of prophets. John 14 and 3. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there you may be also. So we're going to be received unto the heavens, via the chariot to the Most High God, the so-called UFOs that you read about throughout the Holy Bible. So he went to prepare a place. And that's talking about the marriage of the Lamb. If you go into Greek, that's talking about to be joined unto him. How are we going to be joined unto him? That starts through this word, through this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Coming back to your nationality, seeking the Most High God while he still may be found. And ultimately, to be joined unto the Most High God will be to be joined unto the chariots in the heavens, and then be brought down as that New Jerusalem descended from heaven with spiritual power to rule over the earth as well as the heavens. Which is why Hamashiach Yahushua spoke about the prayer as in heaven on earth. Thy kingdom come, your will be done, as in heaven as well as on earth. Sakari, IUIC, these people don't believe in the Most High God's name. They don't believe in the things that Yahushua Mashiach spoke about. These other camps are not warning you about the great trouble, great famine, and great death that is coming upon America, Babylon the Great. Sakari, IUIC, ISUPK, they're not telling you Revelation 13 to 16 is the mark of the beast, the RFID chip. They're not warning you about these things that will come to pass. Joel chapter 2, verse 1. Joel 2 and 1. Blow the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, and it is nigh at hand. We know it is nigh at hand because we know there are few prophecies that will come to pass, that are left, that will come to pass, thus saith the Holy Bible. The mark of the beast, World War III, one house invading another, FEMA camps, Coast Guard troops covering the streets. Joel 2 and 2, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains. A great people and strong, they have not been ever alike, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. So what is this talking about? ICBM missiles. Joel 2 and 3, a fire devoureth before them, behind them a flame burneth. The land is as a garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. So where is originally the Garden of Eden? In the Middle East, in Jerusalem. So it's going to come from the east. Why? Because you have nations like China, Russia, Iran, Pakistan, to come up against his great horde, to burn it up. Because the measure of his wickedness is fulfilled. Which is why it says in Joel 2 and 2, a great people and strong. He's talking about many and many intercontinental ballistic missiles to come upon his great horde and burn it up. Joel 2 and 4, the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run like the noise of chariots. On the tops of mountains shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people set in battle away. So they set in battle away. Why? Because they're going to have the guiding technology to guide them into the land of America, Babylon the Great, to burn it up. And the Spirit of the Most High God will be in those missiles to burn this great horde. Which is why Yahushua is called not only the creator of heaven and earth, creator, possessor of heaven and earth, but also the Lord of hosts. Because he is the Lord of armies. What are his armies? The chariots in the heavens. The chariots, the ICBM missiles, as well as these other nations. The book of Proverbs 21 and 1 says, the Most High God steereth the heart of the king. Joel 2 and 6, before their face the people shall be much pain. Half the nuclear radiation, nuclear fallout, great destruction, which is why the skies will be darkened. Joel 2 and 6, before their face the people shall be much pain. All faces shall gather blackness. Joel 2 and 7, they shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war. They shall march every one in his ways. They shall not break their ranks, because the Most High God will put his spirit in these chariots to fulfill his will. Joel 2 and 8, neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk every one in his path. When they shall fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. Meaning, there's going to be so many ICBM missiles, you're not going to be able to shoot all of them down. This goddamn devil will not be able to shoot all of them down. Joel 2 and 9, they shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief. The earth shall quake before them. The heavens shall tremble. The sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. So these are the same things that Hamashiach Yahushua spoke about, who you call Jesus Christ. The sun and the moon being darkened. 2/3 of our people do not understand how serious this is. Joel 2 and 11, the Lord shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is great, for he is strong that executed his word. So his voice before the army are the ICBM missiles. And his camp is very great because there's going to be many and many ICBM missiles, the power of 200 million nuclear warheads. Why? Because this land is built on bloodshed. It's finished. Won't be destroyed by the ICBM missiles. Thus saith the Holy Bible. Joel chapter 2, verse 11. And the Lord shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great, for he is strong that executed his word. For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible, and who can abide in it? Joel chapter 2, verse 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, that I am the Lord your God, and none else. And my people shall never be ashamed. So we'll never be ashamed. Why? Because we know the truth now. We're waking up. We're prophesying destruction unto this great Lord, showing you the judgments written therein. And no weapon shall prosper against us. This is the heritage of the saints. Why? Because you cannot hide this truth. The truth is out, and the gospel is being preached throughout the whole earth. We're not going to be ashamed. Though we die, we know the Most High God will avenge our blood. This is what the Holy Bible says. So we're doing what is commanded of us, to receive that crown of life, to have the first place in the resurrection. Abaratazah, we're that number. If not, so what? This world is nothing but darkness. It's filthy. We don't want no part in it. Joel chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. So the weak are saying they are strong now. Who's that talking about? Nations like China, Russia, Iran. They're going to come up against this great war. So there's a price that has to be paid for innocent bloodshed of the saints of the Most High God that the goddamn devil has shed since the beginning of this filthy, polluted land. Joel 3 and 11. Assemble yourselves and come all ye heathen. Gather yourselves together round about. Cause the mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. The mighty ones are the chariots that Most High God will send with his only begotten Son to deliver his elect. These are the mighty ones. The so-called UFOs that you read about throughout the Holy Bible. Joel 3 and 12. Let the heathen be awakened. Come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. This is in the Middle East. The valley of Jehoshaphat. And the scriptures speak about they will see the Son of Man ascending with the Yalahayah, with the chariots of the Most High God. Joel 3 and 12. Let the heathen be wakened. Come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. So scriptures speak about these other nations fighting each other, and in the midst of World War III will follow the chariots into the Middle East, right after they deliver the saints of the Most High God, and bring them back into their own land to establish dominion throughout the whole earth. So you're going to see Yahushua Mashiach as an angelic power return with the chariots. They're going to follow them into the valley of Jehoshaphat. Joel 3 and 13. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get ye down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for the wickedness is great. Multitudes and multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. Verse 16, the Lord also shall roar out of Zion, and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth shall shake. But the Lord will be the hope of his people, and the strength of the children of Yasharallah. Romans chapter 8, verse 16. The Spirit itself bears witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakwadash. Romans 8 and 17. And the children then heirs, heirs of God, and joint heirs with the Mashiach. If so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. Because we're going to have that dominion with Hamashiach Yahushai. Romans 8 and 18, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. The glory to be revealed is spiritual power unto the elect, those that believes in the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the servants and prophets. Romans 8 and 19, for the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of God. Verse 20, for the creature was made subject to vanity, but not willingly, by reason of him who have subjected the same in hope. So our earnest expectation is to be given spiritual power, to be delivered up out of America, Babylon the Great. And it will happen, thus saith the Holy Bible. Romans 8 and 22, for we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now. So this is why the Most High God has to shorten their days, because the wickedness is great. There's that perverse spirit in this land that the Most High God had created and will throw down. The world is dwelling in darkness, but we're not in darkness, because we know the things that will come to pass. We know that there is a place prepared, the kingdom, unto his elect. And we will commit our works up to the end. Abaratazah, meaning Lord willing. Says the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. And he spake to them in parable, behold the fig tree and all the trees. Or Luke 21 and 28. when these things begin to come to pass, then look up, lift up your head, for your redemption draws nigh. You so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. Our hope is in salvation. We have salvation. You so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. But you have to seek the Most High God while he still may be found. Keep the commandments. Believe in Hamashiach Yahushua. Your faith as well as works. Luke 21 and 29. And he spake to them a parable. Behold the fig tree and all the leaves. When they now shoot forth, you see and know of yourselves that summer is now nigh at hand. So likewise, when you see these things come to pass, know that the kingdom of God is nigh at hand. And the kingdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is nigh at hand. We know it because we're seeing these things come to pass according to what was written by the prophets of old. Luke 21 and 32. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass away till all be fulfilled. Luke 21 and 34. And take heed to yourselves, lest any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and the cares of this life, so that day come upon you unawares. For as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the earth. So these things will come as a snare unto you so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, as well as you other nations. Why? Because you think you're going to have the next rulership. The Holy Scriptures say that the Most High God will throw down the workers of iniquity, and their counsels. So we're lifted up ahead. We're glad you goddamn devils are going down. We rejoice and give praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And our hope is in the heavens. Via the Yahushua Mashiach, our Savior and Deliverer. Luke 21 to 36. Watch ye therefore, pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. So we're supposed to watch as well as pray. Watch these prophecies come to pass. Measure the time diligently. Seek the Most High God while he still may be found. Make a supplication unto the east, with the hand stretched out to the heavens. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. But 2/3 of our people will not understand. Luke chapter 10 and verse 18. Luke 10 and 18. And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning falling from heaven. So Yahushua Mashiach spoke of Satan falling as a lightning. Why? Because this man is falling and falling quickly. Luke 10 and 18. And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning falling from heaven. So this man is going down, and the truth came out of one west, starting with our Bibbins, to return the hearts back of the fathers back unto the children, which is why we have the true understanding, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Holy Bible. And since then, this man has been going down and down, but now the days are being shortened. These prophecies are being fulfilled right before your very eyes. They're being quickened and hastened, and we're hastened unto the coming of Yahushua Mashiach. Luke chapter 12, verse 32. Luke 12 and 32. Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Luke chapter 11, verse 52. Which is why you read the book of Micah, it speaks about the first dominion being given unto the tower of the block, because it's only going to be given unto the remnant of the nation of Israel. Those that come back to their nationality, seek the Most High God while they still may be found. Those who do not take the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast spoken of Revelation 13 and 16. Luke 11 and 52. Woe unto you lawyers, for you have taken away the key of knowledge. Ye enter not in yourselves, and them that were entering in ye hinder. Camps like ISUPK, IUIC, Sakari, Watchmen for Israel. These camps are not warning you about the mark of the beast, the RFID chip. They're not warning you about great destruction coming upon America, Babylon the Great during that same time, which is Jacob's trouble, which is Armageddon, World War III, great famine, great death, FEMA camps, because FEMA camps are in the Bible. Coast Guard troops covering the streets, one house invading another. Matthew 25 and 13. Watch therefore, for you know neither the day nor the hour wherein the Son of Man cometh. Verse 14, for the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country, who called his own servants, and delivered unto them his goods. And unto one he gave 5 talents, unto another 2, unto another 1, to every man according to his several ability, and straightway took his journey. So some received 5 talents, some received 2, some received 1. And you're supposed to grow in this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You're supposed to warn your people. You're not supposed to hide this truth from your people, especially the prophecies that are coming to pass in these latter days. So some of our people heard this truth, and they just buried this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding in the sand. They did not give it to the exchangers. Matthew 25 and 20. 34. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. So that's a kingdom prepared from the foundation of the world. And what was created in the foundation of the world? The planets, the earth, which will be given unto the saints of the Most High God. The kingdom created from the foundation of the world. Second Timothy chapter 4, verse 1. I charge you therefore before God and the Lord Yahushua Mashiach, who shall judge the quick and the dead at his appearing, and his kingdom. So the Most High God, through his only begotten Son, Mashiach Yahushua, will judge the quick as well as the dead. So those that have been quickened by this word are those that came back to the nationality, seek the prophecies of the Most High God, kept the commandments, kept the faith in the Mashiach Yahushua, as well as those that die in this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And what is the judgment? The ICBM missiles, which is a lake of fire, which is the second death. The chariots of the Most High God cutting down 2/3 of our people with the lasers. Why? Because they did not seek the Most High God while he still may be found. And a lot of them, those that are throughout the whole earth of your other nations, a lot of people are going to die in famine. World War III, great wars. 2 Timothy 4 and 2, preach the word, be instant, in season and out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort, with all long suffering and doctrine. And we're supposed to be out here all seasons to rebuke our people.